Hi, Aurora. Thank you for jumping on today. It's really cool to have you here. And you've come along to chat about your animal communication sessions with Evie. And we've worked a little bit off and on with Evie, so really keen to hear what you've got to say. So basically, it's going back a little bit because, we've known each other for a while and through different communities. So, um, but what were your concerns with Evie? And you can speak to them back then if you can remember, or just the current ones that we've worked with.
Yeah, this time around is very clear for me what I was coming for. And then I think going back, it was more of a general, just the desire to understand, to be a better friend and pet owner. Um, yeah, to be able to serve her as best as I could. But this time I came to you was really specific. So Evie, my dog, has had health issues. She's got a little cyst growing on her brain that's been pushing on her balance and coordination lobe. I don't know what that lobe is called. Someone will know out there. But it's been monitored now, and it's very much a day by day thing, and there's options in terms of surgery if she needs it. She's not even on medication really. There's nothing we can do other than just to monitor her. So I really wanted to sort of be able to hear from her what she feels about how the condition she's living with, and what about the sort of surgical options. And also, in amongst this, with my work, I tour a lot and I've got a lot of touring, so I'm going to be away. And that was really, I had quite a bit of tension around that, just trying to, yeah, reconcile that she's not been well and that I'm going away, and she gets very upset when I go. And not just that, I get very upset when I leave her. So that was the points.
Yeah, thank you. So, when we did the session the other day, how did you find it?
I was so free flowing, and everything that you said rang true. Evie kind of nestled up to me during the session as well, which I know you can do it remotely and they don't even have to be there, but she was, which meant that you could show me some of that. Do you call it intentional touch?
Digital touches. Yes.
Yeah. And I've to be able to do that with you in real time, to be able to kind of show me how to do that, which I've continued to do. And I could sort of see the immediate effect on her of that intentional touch. And also it was just to get that kind of clarity, and to be able to hear uh, her expressing herself through you was very reassuring. And yeah, it was insightful, and gave me a feeling of an actual kind of trajectory. It wasn't just information. There was really solid kind of exercises for me to do, and yeah, solid, like a clear communication I needed to have with her.
Brilliant. And you touched a little bit on how you felt, but can you elaborate a little bit on how you personally felt afterwards following the session?
Yeah, I felt my overwhelming feeling was of positivity and deep connection to Evie. So I had that, and I can feel it still now. And I think it's maybe 4 days after our session. I There's a different level of depth in our communication, and I'll really just feel quite at ease to really sit down and have a conversation with her, and tell her. One of the things that came up was to really give her a detailed itinerary of where I'm going when I go away. And I did, it was, yeah, the next day after our session, I sat down and I said, you know, I really want to let you know in detail where I'm going. And she just sort of sat down and looked right at me and just was really still the whole time and just listened. And I had that sense of, it's almost, it's hard to, it's almost intangible, that deep feeling of connection with any being, but you know when it drops to a different place, and that's what I'm experiencing.
It's brilliant. Um, so finally, I think again you've touched on these points, but what impact um, do you think that the sessions had on Evie? And you've definitely spoken to your connection and your relationship, but is there any more points you can touch on?
Yeah, one of the really profound things that came up was that you got from her that each day is a new day, which of course is true for all of us, but with her illness, that was what it was sort of really pertaining to, is that for her, she loves the connection with me just as I do. So sometimes she'll walk with me because she wants to be with me and to kind of please me, but in actual fact, what she needs to do is rest that day. So one of the things that came up was that I really need to do a circle each day and ask what's best for Evie in terms of her health and exercise on this day. And I've been doing that. And it's been so easy and so clear. Like I stepped in yesterday. Is it true for Evie to walk today? And it was clear. And I said, it's your choice. It's Evie's choice today. And she took me on the long walk. We did a 12K walk. And I just followed her the whole way, And then the day after, so that was 2 days ago, but yesterday it just wasn't, it was just a bit of ball play that was true for her. I haven't done a circle yet because it's a bit early here, but I will. So, and in terms of her diet too, just you picked up that she gets a bit of nausea when she gets dizzy, and I know that to be true because sometimes she's vomited when she's had a bad day. And the neurosurgeon, my dog has a neurosurgeon, said that that she does get dizzy. So it's just yeah, I've got to order some. I'm going to research it. Probably I've started researching some probiotics for her. So they're tangible things that make a difference. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. And again, I just want to reiterate how wonderfully you followed through, when we pick up this information. Um, it's all relevant and it all is helpful, but it's not helpful unless you put it into action. And unless you're doing it, like that's really cool that you're doing that circle work every day and just stepping into what's true for Evie, especially with your current condition. So yeah, that's the key to the whole thing. I can do what I do, but it's always up to the animal's carer to take it to the next level, put it into action. So yeah, she's very lucky to have you.
I know. Well, she's the dog of my life. I feel I didn't know what love was until I got her.
Thank you so much. It's been really cool chatting, and all the best on your upcoming tours and stage appearances. And look forward to seeing you on stage one day.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.